Hi guys, it's Mark from Silence Tech, and lately Corsair have been refining a load of their products. This time around, the SCIMITAR has had a bit of an upgrade by swapping out the previous sensor for the PM-W3367. They've also managed to get 16,000 DPI out of it as well. The SCIMITAR Pro has more than enough DPI for even the highest resolution displays. The MMO or MOBA mouse has 12 mechanical buttons on the side that allows players a huge range of customization, from single keys to full macro support. It's also adjustable to compensate for a variety of hand sizes, and the key slider control provides up to 8mm of adjustment by simply undoing the bolt underneath the mouse with the included Allen key. Lighting on the mouse, there's 4 zones that can be customized individually with 16.8 million different colours. The different types of effects as well are endless. Also, you can sync up the SCIMITAR with all your other Corsair devices such as the K70 mechanical keyboard or the Void wireless headset. When they're all synced up like this, it makes your setup look absolutely stunning. Taking a closer look at the mouse, the left and right clicks have good tactile feedback with minimal travel distance. The scroll wheel has a nice amount of drag with defined scroll steps. Behind the scroll wheel there is 2 buttons. The one closest to the scroll wheel acts as a profile switch button, and the other one acts as a DPI adjustment button. You'll be able to swap between 5 levels of DPI adjustment. Onto the mouse's right side there's grooves for your ring and pinky finger, paired with a textured rubber. Both of these provide great grip and aid with liftoff. Underneath the mouse there's 4 Teflon feet that give very good glide even though the mouse is extremely heavy. The cable is also braided at 1.8 meters and it isn't very thick, and it helps minimize drag. The SCIMITAR Pro's weight is 147 grams, which might seem a lot for some genres, but for MMOs and MOBAs it should be fine. Ideally it wouldn't be much use for competitive FPS gaming. That said, it actually doesn't feel that heavy in my hand, and it's one of the few heavy mice I've tried that's still really easy to lift. The mouse's ergonomic shape feels great in my hand. Before I tested the mouse I was worried that the 12 side buttons would get in the way of my grip. Surprisingly, I found I was able to lift the mouse up no trouble at all without pressing in any of the 12 side buttons. The SCIMITAR Pro feels most comfortable in my hand using palm grip and claw grip. Fingertip grip was fine, but using the 12 mechanical side buttons was a bit of a struggle. Moving on to the only thing that's really changed with this mouse is that 16,000 DPI Pixar PM-W3367 optical sensor. During testing I found that the 3367 sensor exhibited 1-to-1 tracking with 0 acceleration. Jitter was absent, moving from pixel to pixel across my display. Liftoff distance was perfect at around 1mm when set to its lowest setting in the Q software. Overall, the performance and tracking of the 3367 sensor was perfect, more than enough for even the best of the best MMO players out there, and it would certainly be fine for some casual FPS gaming as well. If we jump into the Q software, Corsair provide customization like no other. The first tab allows you to customize all of the buttons to single keys, web page shortcuts and macros, to name a few. The next tab is where you can customize all the individual lighting zones. You can choose various effects, single static colors, or sync your mouse up to your other Corsair devices. Moving on to the next tab, this is where you can customize the 5 different levels of DPI adjustments, as well as a single sniper button that can be assigned using the Action tab. The DPI tab also gives you the option to change each individual DPI step to a particular color, which will show up on a very well placed light bar just in front of the keypad. Performance is where the options for angle snapping, liftoff distance and enhanced pointer reside. Last but not least, there's a surface calibration tool that will tune your mouse to a particular surface you're using. So that about wraps up the review for the Corsair SCIMITAR Pro. Overall they've improved it greatly and it's a fantastic mouse for MMO and MOBA games. Its shape is extremely well designed to fit the widest range of hand shapes possible. Even though it's not ambidextrous, you could probably get away with some casual FPS gaming as well. As far as MMO mice go, this is definitely the best I've personally ever used. If you're an MMO gamer, I'd say this mouse is definitely worth picking up. The award for the SCIMITAR Pro is a gold award. Anyway guys, I hope you've enjoyed the review. I've been Mark from Silence Tech. Goodbye.